Hello, my name is Sean Woods, and I am doing my research over the effectiveness of the Big Brothers Big Sisters program of America. Um, this program was started in 1904. It's been operating obviously over 100 years, and I'm looking at the effectiveness of it. It was first started for children that may have been in an at-risk community or a troubled community. Currently, right now, I'm an educator, and I currently work in an at-risk community, in troubled community. These kids can sometimes be a challenge. If you do work with kids or ever have an opportunity to work with kids or have in the past, you know that at times, sometimes kids can be a challenge, and it is a struggle to try and motivate them and get them to understand the importance of making smart decisions. The Big Brothers Big Sisters program of America has it was implemented and came in and is not limited to some of the parameters that we as teachers and educators or just we as citizens are limited to and trying to motivate and possibly alter a kid's life to become better and just an overall great citizen. So this program is something that is very unique, I believe. It is again, it is funded and it runs by the community that is in need. So the volunteers actually come from the community. The money comes from donations in the community. So the program is very unique, as I said. If community wants help, actually wants help, they can receive that help from within themselves and through an organized setting. The selection process of the mentors, or what they call the bigs, for the littles, which they attest to as the students or the children. The selection process is very rigorous, as such as for an education system, which I feel like it should be because all children must be protected at all times. And so you always want to make sure you have safe personnel around them and working with them. Um, the process is very rigorous and what they go through is very rigorous, but it is all worth it at the end of the day. I believe the program is implemented is not a very expensive type program. It does small things such as playing catch or uh, going and just sitting and having lunch with the child. Those small things for a child in an at-risk community or a challenged community could go such a long way and it establishes trust. The selection process is through, and they match kids with people of their own background. And this program is not just for the at-risk, but it could be for maybe a child that has a father or a mother that's deployed and they need that space filler. That space filler gets them over the hump, gets them around the curve, rather than them falling backwards or trickling down. So this program, again, implemented in 1904, which is amazing within itself, I believe, but implemented in 1904 has grown tremendously, and it's a test to what the community honestly has done for itself. Big Brothers Big Sisters does not provide mentees. The mentees come from the volunteers, and the volunteers come from the community. I think the awareness of this program is hindered, and at times the ability of the program is hindered because of maybe lack of donations, and lack of donations come from lack of awareness. Um, Again, the awareness of the program, it was started on the East Coast. I would like to see it more implemented in the South, especially in the community that I currently live and work in. With the community that I live and work in right now is truly an at-risk community, and it's a challenge community. And I would like to see this program implemented and pushed and driven not only by my community, but with Big Brothers and advocated and advertised around the community. Um, as I was saying, the mentees are chosen with the same ethnicity, same background, and the same culture, and it is truly, I believe, an attest to their success because as an educator, it's one thing for me to motivate a young Hispanic woman, but as a mentee that has established a relationship, a bond, and trust with a young child that comes from that same background as a young Hispanic woman herself, I think the response to her advice, which may be the same advice that I'm giving her, the response to that advice that comes from the person that is light from them, it carries them over the hump and does tremendous things for not only the program but the students. And the accolades and praise that I am giving the program is just a repetition of what's already been done, because the program is not a self-indulged or internal advocated program. They don't beat on their chest and say, hey, look at us, we're here, look at what we're doing. The program's accolades actually come from the stories and assessments from the students or children that have been through the program and succeeded and have gotten over the hump per se and didn't fall by the wayside of what they may have been surrounded with, may not have, what they were lacking or may not have been lacking. So I think that that is an testament also to just how important it is to have positive influence and positive role models in your life. And lastly, uh, in conclusion, with the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, again, for lack of funding, I think that sometimes they are limited, but I would love to possibly get involved. Doing this research has motivated me to get involved with the program if there's no legal ramifications for my career. And I'd love if anyone's in the Houston area, if you would like to join along, it'd be great. Um, so I hope you enjoy the read, and I hope you guys enjoy the research and looking into actually the program, and I'll enjoy looking into yours as well. So thank you, and have a great one.